Morning to everyone. Today I will explain theory of failures. First unit, second topic. When some external load is applied on a body, the stresses and the strains are produced in the body. The stresses are directly proportional to the strains within the elastic limit. This means when the load is removed, the body will return to its original shape. There is no permanent deformation in the body. See, take an example for sponge to apply the compressive force both sides. It's change the shape and it produces stresses and strain at that particular body and release the load. It's gain original position. Stress is direction proportional to strain. That means Hooke's law within the elastic limit. However, if the stress produced in the body due to the application of the load beyond the elastic limit, the permanent deformation occur in the body. This means if the load is removed, the body will not retain its original shape. There are some permanent deformations in the body. Whenever permanent deformation occur in the body is said to have failed. This should be clear that failure does not mean rupture of the body. To cross the elastic limit, the body is gain failure. Otherwise, rupture of the body. This is the concept of failures for a particular any body acting on the load to produces stresses and strains the within the elastic limit. To cross the elastic limit, the body its gain failures are occur. Little bit of a failure or a rupture of failure. Let us just consider the failure of a bar is a simple tensile stress. Tensile test. The tensile stress is directly proportional to the tensile strain up to elastic limit. This means that there is a definite value definite value of tensile stress up to elastic limit. Beyond the elastic limit, if the tensile stresses increases, the failure of the bar will be takes place. That means to apply the tensile stresses, a tensile load to the body, tensile stresses are developed to increase the tensile stresses to reach the maximum elastic limit. To cross the elastic limit, it's gain failure. It causes failure. That is the meaning of the at this stage where why the failure takes place. It may be due to the increase of tensile stresses or due to other quantities such as shear stress and strain energy also attain definite values and any one of these may be deciding factor of the failure of the bore. Failure causes these are the points are considering takes place increasing the tensile stresses one thing and other quantities such as shear stress and strain energy also attained definite values. Any one of these may be deciding factor of the failure. Certain theories have advanced to explain the causes of failure. According to the important theories, the failure takes place when a certain limiting value is reached by one of following. These categories are divided for failure of the body to any other things takes place for this following stresses the following the following parameters are also given to explain briefly this failure things theory of failures. First one, the maximum principal stress. Second one, the maximum principal strain, the maximum shear stress. And fourth one, the maximum strain energy. And fifth one, the maximum shear stress and shear strain energy. In all the above cases, sigma 1, comma, sigma 2, comma, sigma 3. These are the principal stresses in any complex system. Sigma star, tensile or compressive stress at the elastic limit. These are the parameters. Sigma 1 and sigma 2, sigma 3, these are the principal stresses in any complex system. And sigma star, tensile or compressive. Sigma star nothing but tensile or overall compressive stress at the elastic limit. But first condition we will take to explain the first condition, maximum principal stress theory. Maximum principal stress. According to the theory, the failure of a material will occur when the maximum principal tensile stress, that means sigma 1, that means sigma 1 in the complex system reaches the value of the maximum stress at the elastic limit in simple tension, or the minimum principal stress, that is the maximum principal compressive stress reaches the value of maximum stress at the elastic limit in simple compression. That means the reaches the value for within the elastic limit, the failure will be occur. That in a complex three-dimensional stresses system this will be taken. That means three-dimensional for three stresses, sigma 1 and sigma 2, comma sigma 3. These are the principal stresses at the point of three perpendicular directions. The stress sigma 1 and sigma 2 are tensile, and sigma 3 is compression. Also, sigma 1 is more than sigma 2. అంటే sigma 1 కంటే sigma 2 వాల్యూ ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. సిగ్మా 1 సిగ్మా 2 అనేవి టెన్జైల్ స్ట్రెసెస్, సిగ్మా 3 అనేది కంప్రెసివ్ స్ట్రెస్. అండ్ సిగ్మా స్టార్, sigma t sub sigma suffix t star, that equal to t means tensile stress at the elastic limit in simple tension. Sigma c star, that equal to compressive stress at elastic limit in simple compression. You know the what is elastic limit? For example, um, taken into okay, taken into some body, the body resists maximum limit 10 kilonewtons. That is the elastic limit of the body, 10 kilonewtons. To cross the 10 kilonewtons and uh, the body will go, start to failure will be start the particular body. That is the elastic limit, or load or stress anyone will be taken. Stresses also increases, load increases, automatically stress will be increased. That concept will follow the this systems. According to this theory, the failure will takes place if sigma 1 sigma 1 greater than or equal to sigma t star in simple tension, and sigma 3 greater than or equal to sigma c star in simple compression. T means tensile, C means compression. Both are stresses. Where sigma 3 represented the Absolute value of sigma 3. This is the simplest and oldest theory of failure and is known as Rankin's theory. This type of theory, another name, this is the Rankin's theory. Another name is Rankin's theory. If the maximum principal stresses sigma 1 is the design, sigma 1 is the design criterion, design sorry, design criterion, then maximum principal stresses must not exceed the principal stress sigma t for the given material. That is the main concept for Rankin's theory or this theory. The maximum principal stress must not exceed the principal stress sigma t for the given material. That means hence sigma 1 equal to sigma t. That is the meaning of this sigma 1 equal to sigma t. See this the diagram. See the sigma 1 equal to sigma t. This is the concept where sigma t equal, the principal stress and is given by sigma t equal to sigma 1 or sigma t. Sigma 1 equal to sigma t is nothing but principal stress equal to tensile stress. Principal stresses equal to tensile stresses. That means sigma 1 replace the sigma t where sigma t equal to permissible stresses and is given by sigma t equal to sigma t star divided by safety factor. Safety factor, that is the Rankin's theory, that is tensile stresses. Sigma t is nothing but permissible stresses. Sigma 1 also permissible stresses. Anyone will be taken. The condition for, see the condition, if the maximum principal stress sigma 1 is the design criterion, then maximum principal stress must not exceed the permissible stress sigma t for the given material. That means sigma 1 equal to sigma t. Principal stresses equal to permissible stresses. ఇక్కడ వాడు చెప్పింది ఏంటంటే maximum principal stresses must not exceed the principal stresses. Principal stresses ని క్రాస్ చేయకూడదు. ఓకే, ప్రిన్సిపల్ స్ట్రెసెస్ ని సారీ పర్మిసిబుల్ స్ట్రెసెస్ ని క్రాస్ చేయకూడదు అనమాట. ప్రిన్సిపల్ స్ట్రెసెస్ అనేవి పర్మిసిబుల్ స్ట్రెసెస్ ని క్రాస్ చేయకూడదు. పర్మిసిబుల్ క్రాస్ చేయకూడదు. దట్ ఈస్ ద కండిషన్ ఫర్ దిస్ థియరీ. సిగ్మా టీ ఈక్వల్ టు సిగ్మా టీ అన్న సిగ్మా 1 అన్న రెండు ఒకటే. సిగ్మా 1 అంటే మనకి ప్రిన్సిపల్ స్ట్రెసెస్, సిగ్మా టీ అంటే పర్మిసిబుల్ స్ట్రెసెస్. Sigma 1 equal to sigma t, nothing but both are equal. That condition, sigma t is named as permissible stresses. Sigma t equal to permissible stresses and is given by sigma t equal to sigma t star divided by safety factor. That is the formula for to calculating this failure of theory. Sigma t equal to sigma t sigma t star divided by safety factor. Another one, maximum principal strain. This is the second case. Derive the formula. Second one, the maximum principal strain. This theory is due to Saint Venant. According to this theory, the failure will occur in a material when the maximum principal strain reaches the strain due to yield stress in simple tension, or when the minimum principal strain, that is a maximum compressive strain, reaches the strain due to yield stress in simple compression. Yield stress is the maximum stress at elastic limit. Consider a three-dimensional stress system. Principal strain in the according in the direction of principal stress as sigma 1 is, that is the principal strain. You know the symbol of strain, small e. You know the stress symbol, sigma. This concept of main condition, this is another name, this due to Saint Venant. According to this theory, the failure will occur in a material when the maximum principal strain reaches the strain due to yield stress in simple tension, or ORR. Another definition, when the minimum principal strain, that is maximum compressive strain, that means minimum strain means maximum compressive strain reaches the strain due to yield stress in simple compression. Yield stress is the maximum stress at elastic limit. Consider a three-dimensional system. See the formula. Principal strain E1 equal to sigma 1 by capital E minus mu sigma 2 by E minus mu sigma 3 by E. Principal strain in the direction of principal stress sigma 3, sorry. This is the sigma 3. Sigma 3 equal to 1 by E sigma 3 minus mu into sigma 1 plus sigma 2. Strain due to yield stress in simple tension. 1 by E into yield stress in tension. That means 1 by E into sigma T star. And strain due to yield stress in simple compression. 1 by E into sigma T star, where yield stress the maximum stress at a elastic limit. According to the failure of the material will be take place when E1, E3. Substituting the values E1 and E3, we get the condition failure as was first one sigma 1. See the formulas sigma T equal to, for actual design where some quantity is to be calculated instant of sigma T star or sigma C star, the permissible stresses sigma T or sigma C in simple tension or compression should use, where sigma T equal to sigma star stated by sigma safety factor, sigma C equal to sigma C star safety factor. Hence, the design purpose of equation AB. See the AB equation 24.2 and 24.2a becomes the two equations and get the value. See the sigma t equal to sigma 1 minus mu to sigma 2 plus sigma 2, and finally sigma c equal to sigma 3 minus mu sigma 1 plus sigma 2, sigma 2 plus sigma 3. The equation for DE should use it for design purpose when some calculations are done only, should not be used for determining the failure of the material. See this equation for maximum principal strain. Maximum principal strain theory. Yield stress is the maximum stress at elastic limit. That is the kind of concept of this failure. Taken into the formulas, mu means E means small, the E capital E equal to, the value for capital E for Young's modulus, sigma stress, mu is a Poisson's ratio. For calculating these values, see maximum principal strain theory I will explain again. The theory is due to Saint Venant. According to this theory, the failure will occur in a material and the maximum principal strain reaches the strain due to yield stress in simple tension, or when the minimum principal strain, or another definition, minimum principal strain, that means maximum compressive strain. reaches the strain due to yield stress. That means elastic limit reaches the elastic limit. Finally, principal strain in the direction of principal stress. Sigma 1 is, this is the formula. You know the formula Young's modulus stress by strain. You know the formulas for Young's modulus equal to stress by strain. Strain equal to sigma and the stress by Young's modulus. That means minus mu sigma 2 by E and mu sigma 3 by E. That is the formula concept for. You know the Young's modulus formula? Capital E equal to sigma 1 by small e1. Sigma 1 by small e1. You know the e1 equal to sigma 1 by capital E minus mu, that is the Poisson's ratio, sigma 2 by capital E minus mu sigma 3 by capital E. Finally, common like 1 by E, sigma 1 minus mu sigma 2 plus sigma 3. It is the principal strain in the direction of principal stress. Next, principal strain in the direction of principal stress, sigma 3. To take into account um, three systems, three stresses, three direction stresses system, strain, you know the E3, same condition, sigma 3 minus mu, sigma 1 plus sigma 2, that is a strain. Strain due to yield stress in the simple tension. For yield stress, nothing but taken into elastic limit. Finally, 1 by E into yield stress in tension. You know the yield stress in tension, sigma T star. 1 by E into sigma C star. Compression is sigma C, tension in sigma T. That is the formulas. When yield stress is the maximum stress at elastic limit. That is the main concept. According to the theory, the failure of the material will takes place when say, E1, E2, E3 values, write the values for sigma uh, 1 sigma t star divided by capital E less than or equal greater than or equal to, and E3 also greater than or equal to sigma C star by capital E. These two equations, U1 and E3, we get the condition of failures as substituting 1 by E sigma 1 my the values formulas already the formulas sigma 1 minus mu sigma 2 plus sigma 3 less than or equal to 1 by E into sigma T star, equating these values. This is the this E1 E3 values for material for failure according to within the elastic limit takes place in the failure. These formulas will be occur, and this is the principal strain formulas for E1 and E3. Those equations are equating for this substituting the values. To got the formulas for these values, sigma 1 minus mu sigma 2 plus sigma 3 greater than or equal to sigma star t. This is the formula. That is the equation 24.2. And 1 by E sigma 3 minus mu sigma 1 plus sigma 2 into greater than or equal to 1 by E into sigma C star. This finally got the formula sigma 3 minus mu sigma 1 plus sigma 2 greater than or equal to sigma C star. That is the equation 24.2a. Those equations are got for actual design, that is where some quantity is to be calculated instead of sigma star T or sigma C star. The permissible stress sigma T or sigma C, permissible stress in simple tensional compression should be used where, see this equation 24 1.b and 24.1 c. You got the sigma t equal to sigma star t divided by safety factor. This is the equation relation sigma t equal to sigma t star by safety factor. sigma c equal to sigma c star by safety factor. Hence, the design purpose of the equation 24.2 24.2a become as those formulas sigma t and sigma c. The equation for 24.2d and 24.2e, these are the two equations, sigma t and sigma c. These are the two equations uh, should be used for design purpose where some calculations done only. They should not be used for determining the failure of the material. Okay. So calculations, some calculations are to be done. These are the two cases for in this theory of failure for particular body, any type of body. It taken into account three-dimensional view. Main concept for developing the tangent stresses and compressive stresses within the elastic limit to cross the limit, how to get the values or to derive the formulas. This main concept. Problems are so examples are given for these two cases. For overall, the cases for this theory of failures totally five. We will explain today only two. The first one is the maximum principal stress, and second one the maximum principal strain. The formulas and derivations are already I will explain. Any doubts? Call me. For the two derivations are easy. For simple formulas, simple derivation. Take this problem for example. I will explain. See the problem. The principal stresses at a point in elastic material are 100 Newton per mm square. That is the tensile, and 80 Newton per mm square. That is also tensile, and 50 Newton per mm square. This is the compressive. These are the three stresses are given for two tensile stresses, and one is compressive stress. If the stress at the elastic limit in a simple tension is 200 Newton per mm square, determine where the failure of material will occur according to maximum principal stress theory. The maximum, that is the first case. Maximum principal stress theory, that is the first case. If not, then determine the factor of safety. This is the first case for example for problem. Maximum principal stress. The values for sigma 1 and sigma 2, sigma 3. These are the both sigma 1 and sigma 2 tensile stresses, and sigma 3 is the compressive stress. Stresses at elastic limit in a simple tension, sigma star T also given 200 Newton per mm square to determine whichever failure of material will occur or not. To find out this condition, from the three given stresses, the maximum principal tensile stress is sigma 1 equal to 100 Newton per mm square, and the stress at elastic limit simple tension is star sigma 200 Newton per mm square. As sigma 1 is less than sigma star T, the failure will not occur according to maximum principal stress theory. Factor of safety using the equation, we are get sigma 1 equal to sigma T, sigma T equal to 100 Newton per ounce, sigma 1 equal to sigma star T divided by factor of safety 200 by 100 and 2.0. That is the answer for this calculating the problem. See, maximum principal stresses, the condition, see the condition. This is the Rankine's theory, another other name. Maximum principal stress or Rankine's theory. This condition, sigma 1 and sigma 2 are the tensile stresses, and sigma 3 is the compressive. Sigma 1 is more than sigma 2. Sigma 1 is more than sigma 2. This condition taken into account 100 Newton per mm square sigma 1. Another one is sigma 2. 80 Newton per mm square. Okay. Stress at a realistic limit in simple tension, that is sigma T star 200 Newton per mm square. From three given stresses, the maximum principal tensile stress is the sigma 1. You know the value, and the stress elastic limit in simple tension, you know the value. As sigma 1 is less than sigma 1 is less than sigma star T, the failure will not occur according to the maximum principal stress theory. You know the value for sigma star T, 200 Newton per mm square. Sigma 1 equal to 100 Newton per mm square. This one, the failure not occur. Hence, tensile stresses resisting capacity more. That is called not failure will be occur in this condition because of sigma 1 less than sigma star T. That is the main concept for that means sigma 1 less than sigma star T. The failure will not occur according to the maximum principal stress theory or Rankine's theory. Second one, factor of safety. Using the formula sigma 1 equal to sigma T. That means sigma T, you know the value sigma 1 equal to sigma T. Sigma T replace the 100 Newton per mm square. Sigma star T 200 by 100. To get the factor of safety 2.0. Got the value factor of safety 200 by 100 2.0. That is the answer. This is the maximum principal stress example problem. To calculate this procedure, and the problem 24.2. Another problem I will explain. The principal stresses at a point in elastic material are 200 Newton per mm square, tensile 100 Newton per mm square, and 50 Newton per mm square compressive. If the stress at the elastic limit is, see, simple tension is 200 pounds. So determine the whether the failure of the material will occur according to maximum principal strain theory. This is the second case. Second case example model to calculate the maximum principal strain theory, and take the Poisson's ratio mu value 0.3. Write the given data to substitute this value sigma elastic strain E1 formula to substitute the values, got the value sigma 3, and another formula, see this sigma short T by E 200 by E according to the maximum principal strain theory. The failure of material occur if the maximum principal strain E1 reaches the strain due to stresses at elastic limit in simple tension. Hence sigma E1 less than E star ET star, hence failure will not occur. This is the main condition the maximum theory, maximum principal strain. You know the concept for E1 less than E star T. That means no failure will be occur in this condition. Otherwise, E1 greater than E star T, that condition, the failure condition will be occur. Substitute this value taken into the account the two equations consideration for calculating, and substitute the values. Take the E1 value for maximum principal strain to calculate the these values. This is the procedure for calculating maximum principal strain and maximum principal stress. Maximum principal stress, another name is Rankine's theory. The two problems for each example, each one example to calculate the problems. I will explain next class number of practice of problems. I will explain next class another problem. And third case, go to the third case, maximum shear stress theory and derivation part will I will explain and for example problems and maximum strain energy theory, derivation part and take the problems and the maximum shear strain theory and derivation part and explain the problems. This chapter will be closed. These five, these are the totally cases for see five cases: shear strain energy and the maximum strain energy and the maximum shear stress. Today, complete the two cases, first one and second one, the maximum principal stress and the maximum principal strain. Okay, and these three conditions completed. First unit will be completed and go to the second unit. I will explain. Derivation part very important. How to got the derivation and how to get the formula and substitute the values for the given data, calculating the problems. Okay, any doubts, call me. Thank you this opportunity.